So, managers, this is our FFP Game Week 5, and coming thick and fast, we're gonna take a look at Game Week 4, where we had Cristiano Ronaldo and Romelu Lukaku scoring two each and saving their managers for the day. It was a very, very not good game week for many managers. So I'm gonna take you through the highest pointers, where we have quite a number of players who scored 13 points, and we have Marshall from Wolves, who gave away 2 assists and kept a clean sheet. And then we have Kovacic from Chelsea. He scored a goal and gave an assist. And then we have Romelu Lukaku from Chelsea, who scored 2 goals also. And lastly, we have Cristiano Ronaldo making his debut for Manchester United and also scoring 2 goals. And also we had 5 players who scored 12 points, and we had an 11-pointer and a 9-pointer. This shows how tight the previous game week was. So, game week 5, the most likely players to perform. I'm gonna start with Teemu Pukki for Norwich. Norwich takes on Watford at home, and for Pukki, he is also a long-term project, because in his upcoming 10 game weeks he has 7 games with an FDR of 2, so he may be a very good pick for the long run. And then at number 2, we have Alexander Trent Arnold, who faces Crystal Palace at home. Trent Arnold has been very, very productive, and also during their Champions League qualification in the midweek, he managed to even score a goal. So he is in very fine form. And for Liverpool also, we have Mo Salah. Mo Salah also managed to score versus AS Milan, even though he lost a penalty. He faces Crystal Palace. He likes scoring against them, and I'm rooting for Mo Salah captaincy. And then we also have Jack Grealish for Manchester City. Manchester City faces Southampton at home, and Jack Grealish was in fine form during the Champions League match, which he scored and gave an assist. And I fancy Pep Guardiola will continue starting him, so he may be a very good pick against Southampton at the Etihad Stadium, alongside Manchester City defender João Cancelo, who also scored a very wonderful goal during the Champions League match against Leipzig. So also you can keep them until game week 6 and 7, where they face Chelsea and Liverpool away. You can consider them before that. And then we also have Cristiano Ronaldo against West Ham away at the London Stadium. Cristiano Ronaldo is another player who will always score no matter the kind of match, so you may look to keep him. And then we have Marshall. He's been in very, very wonderful form for Wolves. Wolves faces Brentford at home, and in his next 3 matches, he has matches rated with a fixture difficulty rating of 2, so he is there for the long run also. And then we have Aubameyang, who scored during the weekend and gave Arsenal their first win and their first goal of the season. And I fancy he may continue with that form against Burnley away at the Turf Moor. Remember, Aubameyang likes to score against Burnley, and I fancy he may continue with that. Also, Aubameyang for the long run, because his next 7 games, he has 4 of them with an FDR of 2 and 3 of them with an FDR of 3. And then lastly, we have their new arrival, Takehiro Tomiyasu, who is rated 4.5 M. He can help you save funds, and also he has very, very favorable fixtures. And lastly, we have Aaron Ramsdale from Arsenal at 4.5 M. He can also be a very good pick considering his price, and tipped by Ateta to keep his place in the starting 11. And then remember Antonio got red carded during their match in the weekend. Um, so many managers are looking for a replacement, and already a lot of managers have already replaced him. So I'm gonna look at temporary replacements options for Antonio. And at number one, I have Alan St. Maxim, rated at 6.5 m. He faces Leeds at home and Watford away. He may be a very, very good pick before Antonio returns. And then we also have another boy, Bamford at 7.9 m for the long run. Bamford has in the next six games, 5 of them he has a fixture difficulty rating of 2. So he is very, very wonderful and may be useful in the next 6 games. This includes Newcastle away, West Ham, Watford, Southampton, Wolves, and Norwich. Also, remember I talked about Pookie. You can consider him. He has a very, very wonderful fixture. And then lastly, we have Raul Jimenez. He's yet to be prolific, and I fancy in the next 3 games in which he faces Brentford at home, Southampton away, and Newcastle at home, he may perform really wonderfully well and he may be back on goals. So that is it for game week 5 for Rffp. Thank you for watching. Hakuna Matata.